Hey everyone, thanks for watching, and today we're going to follow up our Super Pets crypto from last week with another fan favorite, Ace. So let's get started with this breakdown. And similarly to crypto, we're going to use a lot of circles to do Ace as well. So here we go. So we're going to start with the head. You're going to lay down a basic circle for the head. Lay down the circle lightly. This is just going to be a guideline. So from the circle, we're going to lay down his chest. And that chest is going to be significantly bigger than the head circle. So what we want to do is go approximately halfway down from this particular circle and create one that is about the size of 2 of his head. So half of this. So we're going to go about here. Okay, so if I was doing this circle, it would be somewhat this size again. So we're going about half, and then we're going to lay one larger one that's going to be about the size of 2 of his head. So visually, if you want to represent that with circles, you can again very lightly and put down 2 approximately. But you can come in here and just lay down a circle that is about 2 times that head, give or take. Okay? From here, we're going to have his back end lower, and we're going to butt up another circle about the size of his head as well. So it's going to come down at a slight angle, and we're going to draw another circle the size of his head here. Okay, and you can put it right up against his chest circle. He's going to be at a certain angle where we see more of the front of his body, as well as the fact that Ace is slightly shorter than Crypto is. So from here we're going to lay down the vertical line of his face to show the direction that he's looking at. In this particular case, he's at about a 3/4 view. So the center being here, we're going to lay down a line slightly on an arc at a 3/4 view. Similarly to Crypto, Ace has his nose sitting at about the halfway mark. So we can draw a line out at about the halfway mark like this. So his eyes will sit on that halfway mark. So we're going to draw a circle right here, and we're going to draw another circle on the other side there. From that corner of that circle, we can pull down to the bottom on a slight angle like this. From the outside of his face here, it's going to join down in the same kind of way that Crypto did. Okay? The difference in this particular case is we're going to cut it off right here towards the eye. Okay? So you can take your eraser and just knock off that little corner. Okay. Now his nose will sit in the same area here, and you can put in a light circle, which will define a little bit more at the front, more of a straight line, and then angled back. We're going to follow this down from his nose out a little bit and then back in like this. Okay, and his mouth is going to sit just underneath his nose here, and we're gonna do a frown. Okay, and it's going to go about to that circle and then come down following the circle and then back up like this. Okay, and on the other side we'll have the other side of his drooping, and we can extend it out just a little bit there. Okay, and then his chin will fill out the underneath. So right here we're going to drop down and just circle like this. Okay, so now for his eyes, like Crypto, we're going to have heavy eyebrows that come in on an angle like this, and then they're going to curve back in. And we can have them curve out just a little bit here. So same thing on the other side. On an angle like this, all the way out. And then we're going to go up. Okay. The eye will very lightly come down there. From the back side of his head, we'll follow the circle. And we're going to come straight up on an angle like so. And then it will come down. And the other bat ear will just be a little bit beyond it. So this one comes down like this, and then the other one will come up as well, and you can have it curve back down as such. Okay? So the back of the head will wrap around like this, and we can show a little indentation for the mask. This is the mask as well here, right? And it wraps around. So the back of the head will go straight down to his body, like this. And now at which point we're going to lightly just curve in like this to show where the body's going to sit, so that we have a placeholder for his cape. Okay. On the other side, we're going to go where we see this circle here, so somewhere in here where the mouth is, and it's going to come down like this. Okay, so he's going to have a thicker neck on this side, and he's going to go around this circle like this and back to the back circle. Okay, so now we can start doing his legs. So like Crypto, we're going to have the knee come out from this circle like here. Okay, and then it's going to curve back in like this. Okay, so his particular legs are going to be just a little bit taller than his head. So if you take his head as a guide and then add his paws, we should be at about the right size. Okay, so if we have his head, and it goes to about here, and then we're going to add his paws, and it's going to be somewhere around there. Okay, so it comes down from this circle for the knee, and then curves back and straight down. And we're going to have the paw, which we can just add a little circle for now. Okay, and then the front legs are going to come out from this particular circle, and this one here is going to come down at an angle down to here, and its paw will sit here and will come out to his shoulder over here on an angle like this. Okay, here we can have his shoulder. He's a little bit more muscular than Crypto. Okay, same thing here. And then we're going to have the definition of his fur on his chest. So from this particular point where his shoulder is, it's going to come in and around like this and join that top. So same thing on this particular side over here. The circle will end here, but the definition of the fur will continue up like this. Okay? His shoulders will stick out like Crypto over here, and then back in, and then gonna come down. Okay, so he's got a little bit more muscle here, so you can add a little bump there as well, and then back from the chest down here at an angle, and we can just add in a paw like that. Okay, and we can, if we've made them too small, we can just beef them up. You don't need to worry about that too much. So the back of his leg, we're not really going to see in this particular picture, but we are going to see the cape. Okay, so the cape is going to flow from here. It's going to wrap around in the butt and come around to the front like this. Okay, so the back of the foot, let's draw that in. We've got the cape wrapping around. We're going to wrap around back in like this. Okay, and it's going to come close to the butt, to the top of the butt here, and then come back down to the front of the chest. So you're going to find about the halfway point of this circle. We're at the halfway point of the center of his chest, and then curve it down, and then curve it back up over his shoulder, like that. Okay. We're gonna see part of his back leg over here, which just curves out, and then through to this side over there, and we've got his paw. Okay, and we can just draw that up there. This is not going to be part. We're not going to see that. Okay, so now he's got the famous Batman shield here. So we're going to put in a circle just above here. Same thing here, we're going to wrap it around. So it's going to wrap around to the circle to the other side like so. The belt is thick, so we're going to add it like this around, and it's going to wrap around to underneath the circle on a triangular. Okay, and then wrap around the other side like this. So let me just remove a little bit of the lines here so that you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so if I erase just here a little bit, so you can see in here. Okay. So what I'm talking about is it comes in and around and straight down here, and back up around there. Here it joins, here it wraps to a straight point, and you've got the circle here. Okay. Now we can have a little bump in the cape here, like that. He's got some lines in his collar / costume here. Gonna add those on both sides. And that will leave the cape on the other side. Okay, so the cape is going to, we're going to have it flow from this point, and you would imagine it going back and then coming around and back down here like this, and then we're going to have it wrap like this. And then we're going to have it wrap like this. And one last curve up here. And swoop in from this side. Okay. So now, let's lighten this up and go in and add some darker lines with our pencil or marker. Okay? Here we go. And there you have it, Ace from SuperPets. Go ahead and sign that bad boy, and you're done. Please like, subscribe, and share, and send me your comments on what you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.